Okay, so thank you guys for coming. I did a survey on technology in education. So here are the results of that. And so it was just 5 questions on there. And the first question just it asked, do you have internet access in the classroom to implement the survey? And I had 100% say yes. It was just a multiple choice, yes or no. So that just tells me that, when you're teaching, it's ideal to have technology, just even in one form of it. The second question I had, it was a scale question. For this, it could range anywhere from strongly agree to strongly disagree. It just said, I am motivated to use digital resources in the classroom. So, with this, I feel like we should always try to incorporate technology in the classroom. So the results of this, as you can see on here, that one educator neither agreed or disagreed. Two educators agreed with the statement, and two educators strongly agreed with this. So with these results, I find that most of the educators are using technology appropriately to implement the curriculum. So that's good. So number 3, I put, how often do students use technology in the classroom throughout the day? Educators are using it, so how are you using it? So this question was multiple choice. As you can see on here, as a result, it had 0 to 2 times a day, 3 to 5 times a day, more than 5 times a day, or never use it. The data collected from this question would just be to see how the teachers using it in there and the students. So the results of the third question was that one educator indicated that they use technology 0 to 2 times a day. So that's 20%, and the rest of the educators indicated that the students use technology 3 to 5 times a day. So that's pretty good. So what are some ways that you use technology in your classroom?
I use it a lot during my center time for literacy. Yeah. I use iPads and computers and the smartboard. Sometimes my listening center I have it, but not all the time.
Right.
But we use it a lot for Starfall, and we use it for Zern during math for a different time of the day. Yeah, and to assess my kids too.
I know that personally I use a QR code in my listening center to kind of amp it up a little bit. I mean, we have the CD player and they listen like that, but QR code, they think it's cool, and then it's also teaching them how to use technology. So, anybody else have anything they'd like to add?
I think, well, in preschool mainly we just use, I have a smartboard for whole group. Other than that, that's the main source of technology in our classroom. We do have one iPad, but that's more independent use, and they can play on it for 10 minutes, then after that they have to go somewhere else, because some will like to get that iPad and play on it for an hour.
Like it
just
more
constant,
and
I use it like Emily's saying with Zern and Starfall and such that, but also with Epic.
Oh yeah.
And you can assign the books to the kids, so they have their own set of books.
So individual.
Yes. So you can assign books to directly each kid.
Yep. I try to use it for brain breaks too. I always something to read over in between each subject.
Get the wiggles out. Alright, so on number 4, it says, do you use technology to assist your students? So this was a multiple choice, yes or no. There are many digital resources that you can use to assess your students. So we're early childhood, kindergarten, preschool. So the results of this, it was 3 educators responded that they use their students use technology. 2 educators said they did not use the technology to assess their students. So in kindergarten, what are some ways that we use?
AIMSweb.
AIMSweb plus. Is there anything else, or is that mainly it?
I mean, kind of, we use Zern a little bit. It does have a progress monitor type report at the end that I use it weekly, and we sit down as a class and kind of see where everybody's ranked, and I can see there just visually real quick
Oh, yeah.
what level they're on and who needs more assistance with that. So
Epic's
somewhat.
kind of like that for reading, since you can assign them books, you know what book level they're on, and they can move up as they go along when they read the
They
books.
probably really like that too. What about preschool?
We don't use any technology for, not for assessments. No, it's all paper, pencil, and a binder, and the progress reports we fill it out by hand.
For everything.
What about sending it home to the parents? How do you let them know?
We send it home in their folder, or parent-teacher conferences, we'll give it to them.
And I know Ames Web, we can send home their scores too, and then if parents have any questions, they can always get back to us on that. All right, so 5, my last question, I put, what types of digital tools do you use in your classroom to implement curriculum? This question was a checked box question. So they can check iPads, tablets, smartboard, laptops, Chromebooks, computers. So this question, I just chose it to identify the tools in the classroom. So the results of the 5th question would be that all 5 educators use tablets and tablets, iPads and tablets. 4 educators use smartboard, 2 educators laptops and Chromebooks, and 3 use computers. So it was just interesting to see, how all the 5 educators use technology in the classroom. So with the end of these, the results of these questions, I find that educators use a variety of technology available, but I do feel that, we could do more to be a 21st century classroom as a building or as a district. So in the future, when I send this survey to others, do you have any adjustments or anything I should add to it?
Possibly finding out who is responding to this, because that could make a big difference in some of these results.
Yeah, because if I send it to the district, then I need to know, because I just sent it to our building, so I would need to know more where they're coming from, what they're
I
doing.
would think, I believe Strongwood would have less technology than, say, high schools, so I think that could skew this quite a bit.
Anything else? Anything I should add, or good? All right, thank you for coming.
Thank you.